Now we've seen creating functions and we've seen creating functions with arguments. Sometimes functions aren't going to have anything. You just drop it in there, make a call to it, it does its thing. Some functions like we just saw are going to contain one, maybe two, maybe more arguments or values that you need to pass it in order for it to do its job. Now, I'm going to introduce you to a technique of passing the values into the functions by utilizing named arguments. Take a look. So here I've got three functions. Hello func1 that just prints out hello world. I've got hello func that contains a first name, but maybe that also contains a last name argument. And then I've got the add nums one that contains two arguments inside there. All right. Now, when I use these functions, let's say such as hello func, I need to give its values. So I can say Kyle, comma, Q. Close the parentheses. Let's test this out. I saved it at F5, and there's hello Kyle. Oh, where's the Pew? Well, I didn't modify the print, right? I need to print out the last name as well. So I'll use my little plus sign there. I'm just going to resize my window so I can see it. I want a space in between the two, so I'm going to use this character here to be able to combine all these values together. And we'll say last name. All right, let's try that again. So F5, and there we go. Hello, Kyle Pugh. That's great. All right, now something else we can do here as we're passing the values for these arguments is we can name each of the arguments as we're passing them. This way, it'll be easier to read and to identify what it is that's going on here. Take a look. So I'll just keep that there. But I'm just going to call this first name equals. So I'm matching the argument here to say, yeah, first name equals this value. And I can say last name equals that value. So these are called named arguments. The nice thing about doing this, two things. One, it makes your code perhaps more readable. Somebody could look at that and they may not understand what Kyle and Pew is all about. So we can explicitly call it out and say, this is the first name, it's equal to this. This is the last name, it's equal to this. The other thing that can happen here is we can kind of change the order of the way that we're calling or passing our arguments. So I could say this right here. Well, let's give you a last name first. That's equal to Pew. Then I'm going to give you a first name. So if I test this out, F5 to run, there's hello Kyle Pew. Same thing in the end, but I'm naming the arguments as I'm passing them, making it more readable, and I can do them out of order. Doesn't matter. The Python interpreter, it'll interpret it, it'll figure it out. As long as we're matching the arguments here, doesn't matter the order, but we're matching the names, we're good to go. Try it out. Use some named arguments within your function calls.